Good. So everyone, welcome to our first live video of 2021. In fact, it is our first ever live video on YouTube. And just to get started today, we're going to be talking mostly about, is it too late to have got into crypto? What should you do once you've already got crypto? Should you buy, hold, sell, trade? We're going to get into that, and we're also going to be showing you the platform that we work for, Yanda, and we're going to be showing you how you can start making profits using automated crypto trading. So my name's Chris, and I'm the CMO at Yanda, and we're joined today by Mario Stumble. And so we're just going to get started. And Mario, my first question to you is, can you give us a little brief overview of why you think the cryptocurrency markets have gone so crazy the last few weeks?
Why? Well, I think there is a natural course of the event that brought the price of the Bitcoin spiking very high, and now we're facing also some of the altcoins following the spike in the price thanks to the dollar. I believe that there are many why, and the first one is the most logic, is because of the technology. Is because of the technology, which is really robust, although is over 10 years old, and because of the community. It's a community-driven project, the one of the Bitcoin, that started not so many years ago, but it's been adopted by many already. The community of the Bitcoin and of the Ethereum, all the decentralized applications world, it's really unite and it's got one major aim, the one of changing the finance as we are experiencing it nowadays. The whole thing is to decentralize, and decentralize doesn't mean only decentralized via pools of computers and servers. It means also getting rid of major powers and centralization of the powers that brought a lot of poverty in the world lately. Yeah, I mean, we already had some roller coasters during the last few years with Bitcoin. This one's been a great bull run. Not confident with predicting now what's going to happen next, because it can really go higher or go down. The only thing I can see, and I can say, and I'm actually saying that since 2017, since my very first speech at the Imperial College in London, is the fact that there is a huge similarity between the trend of the cryptocurrencies of the Bitcoin and the trend of the Nasdaq Composite, which is an index that reflects the internet in the United States. And if you go and check the trend and the history of the Nasdaq Composite, especially across the 2000, so between 1999 and 2002, you will find a lot of similarities with the Bitcoin. There's been the dot-com boom at the time, and that was a bubble, and they call it a bubble. And all people were thinking in the late 2000, 2001 that the dot-com was just a phase and wasn't something really useful to the world, and that this index was really pumped up with no premises that justified the increases in price. Well, now we can all see that the Nasdaq Composite then took a way just toward up, and I think that this is something we can foresee also for the cryptocurrencies in general. There are many projects around the differences between nowadays, this actual bull run and the one of the 2017, is the fact that at that time the market was still very immature. Also, us as a company, we were really new, fresh on the market, many young people, the super new technology. So there was this kind of uncertainty, or also freshness of contents and of ideas that weren't really based on solid background. Now, there are many projects that they actually had a lot of time since the bubble, if we call it like that, burst in January, February to 2018. They had time to develop concrete and solid projects that now are composing the decentralized finance and all the other decentralized and distributed ecosystem that we see around. Everyone knows about the impact of Ethereum is having, especially after the release of the 2.0, which actually coincided with a kind of breakthrough of the Bitcoin at the beginning of December. But many events carried the price all along toward $35,000 now. Maybe it's been too long, Chris. Did you expect something different?
No, that's a great answer. But I mean, also we have hit a lot of new all-time highs. We haven't had one for a few days, but 35 is that. I mean, there's a lot of big and well-known investors out there that have got some pretty bullish predictions for Bitcoin over the next year or two. Some even stating that it could go to, $1 million a coin, which still leaves a lot of room for Bitcoin to grow. But would you, I know it's hard to say, you may not want to put a prediction down, but can you, in your head, can you see a price that you think it could realistically go to?
It can. It is a fixed asset, so it is fixed supply. So it can get scarce. Not confident about saying that it's going to go to the million soon, anytime soon. What I can say is that according to what I can see on the numbers and on also analogy with other markets is that 50,000 is an easy target to reach, and it can be done quite easily. There is all the ground for that. There is a huge scarcity. Many people nowadays are talking about the scarcity of the Bitcoin might lead to serious problems to small exchanges that are going to suffering with Bitcoin liquidity in general, because it's becoming really scarce. So if you have Bitcoin, keep it, hold it, or trade with it, but be careful. Is getting really scarce. So who knows? Really. Hopefully, yes. Bitcoin 1 million is gonna be fantastic. I mean, why not? It's gonna. I can see why not. I mean, it depends what's gonna happen with the dollar.
Yeah.
Well, in the Western world, we are in habit of having kind of stable currencies, right? Because $1 is always keep this value, €1, £1. But if you move to other countries, and I'm talking about, for instance, Ukraine in 2014, after the revolution that's been there, they've seen their currency dropping from 127 to 132 in dollars. So if the pandemic situation that we're suffering is going to hit hard the fiat currencies, then and devaluate them, then yes, it's going to also have an impact on the course of the Bitcoin that can increase in price for sure.
Do you know anything about Stellar along with Ukraine? I saw something in the. I haven't read the article, but I saw today that Ukraine have agreed to with Stellar to implement that in their financial system.
Yeah, I haven't read this particular news. I know that the whole Ukraine government and is kind of busy with drafting some regulation stuff about cryptocurrencies, but I don't know anything in depth. I'm sorry about that.
No, sorry. I think I just saw something about it.
Can't answer this question.
To get into it yet. But so leading on to that, and because we have seen a lot of highs, and obviously Bitcoin and cryptocurrency has been, I mean, this is all the news and papers are talking about right now. In your opinion, is it too late for somebody to get in and buy Bitcoin? And should they be waiting for a pullback? Is it going to be this 20-40% dip? How should people be getting into crypto if they haven't already bought crypto in 2020?
it's always like that, right? I'm in Bitcoin since very long actually, and when it was at $250, the people, wow, it's overvalued. When it was at $400, wow, it's overvalued. How can I? I'm not going to enter this market. It's too. I remember still 2014 and 2015, people was thinking that it was around $300 at the time, the average, if I don't remember badly. But people were considering the Bitcoin already very expensive. So it's always been very expensive. It's not just now, or it hasn't been just for a few years. It's always been expensive.
Yeah, I remember when it was at
So
$200.
what I'm saying with that is that it's always a good moment not to enter or to enter the Bitcoin. So it's not the price that should make the decision whether to invest into Bitcoin or not. The Bitcoin is like any other investment, and I don't want to give any suggestion. This is not a financial suggestion anyway, but in any case, everyone who wants to invest in something should carry his own researches and understand what is investing in. And when you appreciate the investment, not just because of the price and for the speculation, there is a lot of speculation, of course. We do automated trading for living, but also behind the automated trading, there is a strategy. You don't do automated trading just for sport or just to lose some time. You do it on a bigger strategy. You do that because you want to increase your portfolio. You want to increase your wealth by investing in promising assets, whatever they are. If they are stocks, if they are cryptocurrencies, they may be normal currencies, and so on. So if you decide to introduce cryptocurrencies within your portfolio, then my big suggestion to everyone is to start making some researchers and to get an interest. So I always say that if you invest in something, you should behave toward your investment like you behave with your football team. I'm Italian. I support Juventus, so I follow Juventus, and I really know, and I can really then predict which is going to be the team going to play the next match. Because I'm informed on the fact that happens around Juventus. So for saying that is that if you invest into Bitcoin or into Ethereum or whichever other currencies, get an interest in that. It's fun, it's cool, and you will end up meeting people, talking to people, interesting people, of course. You will also meet a lot of scam, and then you will make the biggest experience. Because the first thing you need to understand in the internet is that there is a lot of scammers out there you should be aware of. So never put too much at the beginning, never put something you cannot afford, of course. Don't use credit card to buy Bitcoin. Don't make loans to buy any kind of financial assets unless it can go really bad. But don't enter 100% at once. So if you decide to invest 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000, don't do all in. Make a plan and start investing on a weekly base the same amount, and you can have an average during the year, which is going to be very likely convenient for you. So this can be a good option if you're completely new.
Yeah, so you go like the dollar cost averaging way. So if you get it in now, don't put all your money straight in away. Just buy it a little bit each week or each month, and just catch the markets up and down.
Have a plan. So make a timeline of events for buying cryptocurrencies every certain time, every certain period of time.
Okay, so one of my other questions was going to be what you should do when you actually have crypto, but I'm going to skip that one because I know what the answer is going to be. I know it's going to be kind of biased towards you should definitely automate the trading of your cryptocurrency. So what I would like to jump into is if you could give us a little introduction to Yanda and what it is and what the company is actually doing and what it's all about. And then just talk a little bit about
the
problems that come with traditional, or maybe not traditional because crypto is not traditional, but the problems that come with manual trading over the solution of automated trading?
All right, let me start from the beginning. So, so Yanda came alive, formerly Be My Beat, came alive because of my problem. I was struggling when it was 2014 with keeping track of my investment on multiple exchanges, and also the fact that the Bitcoin never sleeps. So it's a 24/7 market, very unpredictable, very volatile. I wasn't able to cap with it. I had a job. I was also studying for my third master's in London. I had a girlfriend, so very small time really to dedicate to this really interesting thing that was the Bitcoin. So when I decided that this could have been the future, and so when I saw in the Bitcoin the potential to take over the financial world, I said, okay, I'm going to invest a little bit of my time to start developing something that can help me with trading while I sleep, while I'm out, while I'm at the restaurant, while I'm working, while I cannot stay in front of the computer, which is also very annoying sometimes, because it's the moment you are in front of your computer, nothing happens. As soon as you go to the toilet, boom, you find the flame of the health on the screen. But so the thing I wanted to say is that at the time I was really feeling powerless, because I was seeing a lot of opportunities that I could catch, and if I were online during this night, or if I were not working, or if I were in front of my computer during this particular moment, I would have made profits. So that's it. I started learning how to code, and I did my first basic algorithm. Then I started speaking about that with people at universities, and Jonathan, that was my lecturer of merger and acquisition, together with Steve, that was a lecturer of marketing at the same university. They got an interest in me. So went long, very many times actually, went to the pub in London, got some drinks, talked about my ideas. I was amazed by the fact that these two seniors, they weren't considering me like a fool like many others they did, especially people of my age. The Mario Bros currency, I remember, like the Bitcoin, what it is, the video game stuff. Think about a job. Think about your job. Don't lose the job. Don't leave the job. You got a career. Don't do that. Don't follow this craziness. But I did so, and I and I received a very small investment from Jonathan and Steve to start up with Be My Beat at the time. So they were my angels, and we ended up with one of the very first cloud-based automated trading machine that was working at the time with Coinbase exchange. Before it was GDEX, and together with Bittrex, then we started adding Poloniex, and then Binance, of course, Strike. Back in 2018, we added Binance because it started to be super big. And now Yanda now is a major company, as you know. It's composed by a team of people which are really happy to work in this field, and they enjoy to work together, especially so. And we've been able to achieve something really nice during the years. And this year we achieved a partnership with Binance, and that's why we are now happy to introduce new traders to our brand new app. So we actually have two way of using the app. For newbies, you don't have any requirement to join Yanda. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, you can do it on Yanda. It's Yanda.io, the link, you can see that below. And or if you already have an exchange, such as Binance, you can connect it via API keys and start trading in automatic. Now, why to trade in automatic? Trading automatically gives you the opportunity to not to stay in front of your computer, and so to trade while you're doing some other stuff. which I find it very, very useful. Find useful demo trading, which is also available onto Yanda. That's also something that I never give up with, because sometimes a small conversion is needed to optimize the profits you can make by creating a trading bot, or simply because you want just to convert some funds into another currency, not necessarily by creating a trading bot. But creating a trading bot during that period of time was really fun, because during run of the Bitcoin, by setting up a restart in quote, was really easy to make profits in dollars. Like if you're this kind of trader, and newbie traders, the majority of them, they always look still at the value in dollars. They would have find that it was really profitable business doing automated trading. I am personally the one who prefer the bear runs, because I really believe in the long-term value of the assets I own, specifically. Not going to tell you which, but Bitcoin, of course. But therefore, when there is a bear run, is the best moment to accumulate cryptocurrencies. So not a panic seller at all. I'm actually very happy when the price goes down, so you can afford to buy more crypto.
Me too. I wish it would go back down. At least,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we'll see a 10,000 again, or even a 15 or 20,000, but I would like to see one. All right. So we know what automated trading is. So what I want to do now is I want to get into the good stuff, and I want to show everybody the platform. Now, what we've done is we've done something a little bit different this time. We're not going to show our personal accounts. Mario has actually created a brand new account on the new Yanda platform, and you've put in 1 Ethereum. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's put in 1 Ethereum into this account, and we're going to trade that. Every time we do a live video, we're going to be using that account to show you the progress of how it's been doing week on week. So if you want, you can obviously make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, because every time we go live, we're going to be using that account. And if we're going to do live trades on here, you can always jump on, ask us questions about the markets, trading, why we're doing something in particular. Maybe you could even follow along and make the same trade if you're in the same position as we are at the time of making the video. So, Mario, if you want to share your screen, and we can give a quick little, just point out like the main features of how to deposit and buy crypto as well, just where those are, and then we can just jump straight into creating an automated trade, I think.
Can you see my screen now?
Sorry, I've got to accept it. Okay, so we can go full screen for this. All right, and all right, so this is the Yanda platform. So once you've logged in, I've actually put the link in the chat, so you can see it there. So you can just go to yanda.io and click sign up, and you can do that through Google. It's the quickest way, and it just brings you straight in here. So then you can either buy Bitcoin by hitting the big orange button, or depositing is also very, very simple. You just choose the asset that you want to deposit. If you've got it on a different exchange, scan or type in your address, and it'll be there as soon as it's off the chain that way. But that's kind of the boring bit. But let's just go straight in. Let's create our first bot on the new account.
Yeah, so let me give a quick introduction. So from the dashboard, as you can see, you have your coins available, and you can hide the 0 balances. As you can see, I have 1 Ethereum, 1 available, 0 reserved. It means that I have no open orders of some sort, nor trading bots. These Ethereum now worth 0.032714 Bitcoin, which is the equivalent of $1,043.12. Now, the aim before we start the trading bot is to understand what I want to do. So in my theory is that as soon as I keep increasing cryptocurrencies, everything is good. All right. So I can also I can only trade Ethereum, so I have no other option. You can have option to trade with all the other currencies available with Yanda, but for now we need to stick with Ethereum. So I'll click on trade Ethereum, and I'll get to a list of spot markets available for the Ethereum. So all these pairs are market pairs that contains Ethereum, and so you can spend your Ethereum to trade within all of these markets. We have some 5 pages of currencies available. I have my idea pretty clear. We are going to trade Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Why that? I explain immediately. Ethereum dollar, it's something I don't want to touch. I'm not happy to trade with fiat currencies. I, again, want to increase either my Ethereum or the Bitcoin. So let's have first a quick look on how to understand what's the aim of creating a bot. So the aim of creating a bot should be to increase one or the other coin of the pair of a market pair, in this case Ethereum Bitcoin. Okay, so you might have also the aim of increasing them both. So in this case, actually, you are in a sweet spot, as I am right now, because whether I will end up with Ethereum or with Bitcoin, I will always be happy. But let's see now. The screen is, I think, is if you already traded with cryptocurrencies, it should look quite familiar. If not, I'm going to give you a quick tour right now. You have a balance straight on top. So we have just one Ethereum available. We have no Bitcoin, no Ethereum reserved whatsoever. Then we have the chart on the side, and this chart is set, sorry for that, automatically on the 15 minutes candles. We can either shrink that to the 1 minute candle and see what's the volatility within the last few hours in depth and understand how the trend was. But I actually prefer to check the hourly candles and so understand the trend hour by hour of the Ethereum. And so so that you can understand days actually by the frames of the chart. So from here we started the 4th of January. Today is 5th of January. So we are in this last bit. So as you can see, the market is not as volatile as it has been during the last few days. We were all expecting some slow piece movement during these days, but that doesn't mean that there are no opportunities. So, and as you can see, if we define the price range during the last day, we have been having a volatility of a maximum volatility of the 7.67%, which means that you could have made some profits already, even though there has been no huge movement like we saw during the last few weeks and during the month of December. So my aim with this strategy, it is actually to understand whether it is a good time to increase the Ethereum value or Bitcoin value. So we see now that there is a green candle and that means that.
Sorry, mate, we lost you when you said green candle. Or it looks like he's totally frozen right now.
With which I start the strategy in this case is undoubtedly Ethereum. It's the only currency.
We lost you for about 20 to 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry. Where did you lose me?
You said something about a green. It was the first time you mentioned green candle.
Yeah. So there is a green candle going on in here, and not gonna go in deep into this sort of stuff and patterns. There is a lot of documentation online if you want to understand that. But what I can see is that there is some sort of volatility during the last day, which make me think that the price can easily go down of a little bit and then go up. What I'm expecting in the long run, and so I'm gonna put the daily candle, is that the Ethereum price is gonna grow up to 0.4, which might be an all-time since August against the Bitcoin. Therefore, I clicked on the wrong. I went back. So as I was showing you on the daily candle, I don't want to miss with this strategy the opportunity to go back to 0.04 value of the Ethereum against the Bitcoin as it was at the end of September, because I really believe it can happen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna invest 1 Ethereum, and I'll put a stop loss at least 75. The market is very volatile. I don't want the strategy to close, so I'm putting a very huge stop loss. I don't want this to close, because in any case, in both cases, in both scenarios, while the price drops or goes very high, I will end up either with Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I'm happy with both. So this is a very important statement you should ask yourself. Will I be happy to end up with Bitcoin or with Ethereum in case things goes the opposite direction I was hoping? So if the answer is yes, you're trading well and you're in the right spot. If not, change the market pair, because it's kind of risky. But in my case, what I want to do, so the base profits when buying Ethereum, they have to be 0.8 or more, because and these amounts will decrease or increase depending by the initial investment amount you decide. For this page, 0.8 is the minimum. So if the price goes down of about 0.8%, I will buy back Ethereum. But what if the price goes up? So I don't wanna just lose an opportunity. Therefore, I'm gonna calculate from here to 0.04, so the all-time high there, how much was. It was 22.69. I could see it in here. It's a little bit annoying. 22.69, let's say 22%. So if the price goes up of 22%, I will sell my Ethereum. I will be happy with making a 22% conversion profits against the Bitcoin. So it's a good amount of Bitcoin I can afford. But if the price goes down a little bit, I'm happy to get this little drop and accumulate more Ethereum. That's why I'm gonna instruct my bot to stop as soon as it makes profits into Ethereum, because my best spot would be that the price goes down for 0.8. Again, I really like bear period, because you can accumulate the base currencies you like, and in this case, we like Ethereum. But if the price keeps going up, well, I will score a 22.69% profits into Bitcoin. So before I start this strategy, without going into deep with advanced parameters, because I don't think it's the topic of this video today, I want to just warn the people that as soon as you start an investment with a trading bot, the initial investment is going to be split in two and convert immediately in the other currency of the page. That means that as soon as I click on start trading bot, 0.5 Ethereum are going to get converted into Bitcoin. So the size of Bitcoin is going to try to buy Ethereum with a drop of 0.8, and the remaining 0.5 Ethereum are going to wait up until the price is going to go up 22.69% to sell against the Bitcoin, and so to score profits. Chris, if you don't have question, I can start this trading bot.
I've got one question. You've got zero. I might have missed it. I was just looking at the screen, but you got 0.1 for terminating the bot.
Yeah.
What
that means that as soon as it scores profits in Ethereum, close the strategy. This is what I do. It's a kind of a trick. I could put 0.4 and say, okay, as soon as you score these profits, you can close. But I want to be sure that as soon as I finish with 100% in Ethereum, the bot has to close. And this is my aim.
Okay, so you never.
But you can also put some other. You can put 10% in here, and wait that the bot is going to complete multiple actions up until it scores 10% profits into Ethereum.
But when we're in a
of course
market that we're in at the moment, with like hitting all-time highs, and we're on a bull run and it keeps going up and up. If you have a strategy that's aiming for high profits and keeps trading that way, is that a good thing, or is that more so for like a flat market?
It's more for a flat market in this case, and I think we should make a video, a standalone video, on how to work with restart bot, because the restarting parameters are what it takes, what you need during a bull run or a bear run, and they are going to keep your strategy alive no matter what, and you're going to score profits, but they are really risky to use. So I'd like to spend some good time explaining them, because you can easily get losses by using them. So now let's stick to that. It's very simple strategy. If the price goes a little bit down, I'll make more Ethereum. If it goes really high, I will sell my Ethereum because I like the Bitcoin and I'd like to have more Bitcoin. Clear?
Clear. I get it.
Fantastic. So I'll click on Start Trading Bot, and my bot is being created successfully. We should now receive a notification on top right and see the running bot creating. Yep, bot notification. Congratulations. Bot successfully started.
I've been following along and I just copied your bot.
Okay, that's well. Right, so we started this bot. Now, I really hope the Ethereum to go down a little bit. This 0.8% would be fantastic, because it's going to allow us to make some nice profits into Ethereum. As you can see, now we have the balance with 0.5 Ethereum reserved and 0.0164 Bitcoin reserved, which is the equivalent of the 0.5 Ethereum that have been converted into Bitcoin in the aim of the strategy. By clicking on details, you will find the current status of the strategy, the initial investment in both size with the current balance, profits, obviously 0 right now. The open orders you have about this strategy. So we're going to try and buy, and this is our aim, at 325960. 325960 is not seeable now on the order book. It's somewhere around here. So it's the bottom of this candle. Not sure whether we will achieve it. But who knows? If not, I'm quite sure that in a couple of days, the Ethereum is going to gain quite some value against the Bitcoin, and we can easily sell at the 0.04 price, which in our case is 0.042350. So help yourself with the chart. Obviously, there is some nice tools. This one is the basic, is the price range, which you can use to help you with feeling the expectation for buying and selling. But there are also other tools, but I think that it's better to talk about them in another separate video, right?
Yeah, no, we'll do another live, and we'll go into. I think from this, I took the different trading in different market conditions, so bull, bear, and when it's just running flat, and also how to use the advanced parameters within the platform. I think that'll be a whole live video in itself. So we will definitely do
very
that.
well. Right, just 1 second, Chris. In here I showed you before. Well, while we were talking, we gained $20 in USD. The market is amazing nowadays. But if you head over settings page, you will find some information about your account, but also the opportunity to have the fiat currency conversion to the currency you love. I prefer USD, so I can keep track of the markets the way I want. But there is also Euro, or Hryvnia if you're from Ukraine, ruble if you're from Russia, and all the other currencies that people might love to convert with. So if you want to change, just click on it and head over to the dashboard, and you can see that now it isn't sexy as in the dollar when you see the euros, but yeah, you have the conversion straight to euro right now.
Sweet. So have you got anything else to add? Anything you'd like to say?
Well, I think that what I want to say, if you are a new trader or if you're planning to enter the automated trading world, so if you're planning this journey and you're scared of making the first move, I highly recommend you to either join our Telegram group of Yanda, or straight send us an email and we will be happy to reply. You can either write to support@yanda.io or reach me out onto Telegram. Again, is the easiest way for us to communicate. Well, I think we're going to make some more videos along the way, so you can always refer to our video. YouTube is very important for you, so you can see and have a first-hand feedback and suggestion on how the platform works, and see some tricks explained. Chris, you also made some cool videos in the past, so people can refer to them, right?
Yeah, we do. We'll do plenty more videos as well. So it's not just videos on Yanda that I've done in the past as well. I've done other videos. It shows you how to make like free crypto on Coinbase, for example. So they're always running little, I don't know what to call them. Like, basically go in there, you watch some videos, and then you can earn some crypto. They still got it on there for like Stellar, Maker, Compound, CeeLo, etc. So if you haven't already claimed your first lot of free crypto, you can go there, create a Coinbase account, and you can earn some Coinbase for free over there, $20, $30, but it gets you in the game and you get to learn a little bit about what the markets are doing. So I've got nothing to add on there apart from make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, because next Tuesday we'll be coming live again, and I think we'll do what we said. We'll look at this account again, see how it's performed, if it's made profits, if it hasn't made profits. Fingers crossed it does for the live videos. And we'll also go more into the advanced parameters and how to use those. So if you've got any questions, like Mario said, in the Telegram group or email, or you can just drop a comment at the bottom of this video and I'll be watching it, and I'll get back to you on here too. So that's it. So until the next video, may the profits be with you guys and enjoy your evening. Ciao.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.